here. My name is Femi Fani-Kayode, former Minister of Aviation and former Minister of Culture and Tourism. I have to start by expressing my profound thanks to Governor Yahaya Bello, the Governor of Kogi State, to every single person that is seated here, Zakin Yaki, the President of the Union, the Secretary, and all the other people seated here, and their various teams for deeming it fit to invite me to be part of this very, very crucial task, which was mandated by President Buhari to bring settlement to this very complicated issue, which, in my view, and it's obvious to the view of anybody, would have definitely have snowballed into a major crisis in this country had it not been for this intervention. And I have to commend Governor Yahaya Bello and his team and all those that were involved in this. How they did it, I really don't know up till now. It's more or less like a miracle, because you see, people don't fully appreciate that had it not been for this intervention, things would have got much worse. Already things were getting bad. A goat that would have cost 150,000 in the south before, in some parts had gone up to 800,000, 1 million within a matter of days. And everything skyrocketed in prices. There was no meat. If this had gone on for another 1 month, tempers would have flared, things would have begun to happen, and of course, there would have been attacks left, right, and center, and reprisals all over the country. So we thank God that once the governor was asked to do this, he acted within 72 hours and brought the matter to a resolution. And that is extremely impressive. And I believe that if only we could continue like this in national affairs on virtually everything, and we had this sort of strong leadership across party lines, across religious lines, across ethnic lines, our country would be a much better place, and would have a much greater future. So I have to commend him for that, and all of those that are seated here. The reality of the situation is this: it's very simple. People were being killed. People were killed during the course of the Shasha, killings. People were killed during NSARS. People from the north were slaughtered. Innocent people were killed, targeted and killed in parts of the southwest. And the reaction was very strong, and would have been much stronger had it not been for the timely efforts of the union. The reality was that reprisals were actually planned. And this is why we had to come in quickly. It's not just a question of a food embargo. We all jousted and we all made jokes and even threatened one another about embargoes. But that's how war starts, with an embargo. And of course, the other side, the South, was saying things that maybe some of us shouldn't have been saying in retaliation. But it was about to snowball into a much more serious crisis, because plans for reprisals in the North against people from the South were being made, and they had gone very, very far. And I saw evidence of that presented to me by the governor and by other people. And thankfully, the governor called all the relevant players and told them this must stop. And the way the union managed the whole situation was say, instead of violence, instead of targeting Southerners in the North, we will do a strike and stop them from having food. So that's where this all started. And what has happened since then is that the governor has waded in, and the strike has been called off, conditions have been given, and I am sure that the governor, with his good offices and his energy and zeal, will ensure that the federal government honors that. On our side, because I have to tell you what we tried to do as well, what we've done, was that we extracted commitments from the main players in the Southwest who had in the past indulged in some form of violence or the other, and who were seen as the protectors of the people of the Southwest. Chief Sunday Adeyemo was deeply involved in this, and I have to commend him, because he gave a firm commitment. He spoke to His Excellency, he gave his commitments, he spoke with me. Not just him, there are a number of others who were also involved, and who gave a firm commitment that they would not only ensure that the Hausa Fulani population in the Southwest that were there peacefully and that were there in a law-abiding manner would not be attacked and would not be harassed, but they also went as far as to say that they would protect them as best as they could from those misguided elements that seek to attack and kill them. And that's a major commitment which he gave. And we discussed with him extensively. I have to say, he did very well in that respect. Not just him, other people like him did very, very well in this respect. Also, Governor Seyi Makinde was involved. His Excellency involved him, as he did and communicated to other governors in the southern part of the country, particularly the southwest. And all of them were carried along by His Excellency. And we have a joint commitment to ensure that people of Hausa Fulani extraction, indeed from anywhere outside of the south, will be safe down in the south. The only thing that we have asked for is, on our side, is for the federal government, the President Buhari's administration, to do to do far more concerning those that are in the forests of the southwest killing our people. And we would want far more vigorous action on that and the forests to be cleared. And we sincerely hope and pray that this will happen. We have peace, we have unity, and I thank God for this opportunity to bring our country together. And I thank Governor Bello.